depends on what version of Above Region Black we see. I think we can see either a very close game or a not so close game. Because Team Black, I feel like are a very momentum-based game or momentum-based team. They can play incredibly well, as they played incredibly well against us and destroyed us actually. So we'll see if they can bring that today, or if, as they are 2-2. So we'll see if the reminiscent of their losses. We'll see if that comes out today.
Exactly, but here we go. It's going to be Eli. Eli ends up not being able to get the touch he needs on the wall, and Wappy's going to try to pass the ball mid here to Punj. It looks like the captain left stick is not playing today. He's just not able to play, so it's going to be Miko, Punj, and their sub in Wappy's. Let's see how Team Aqua continue to perform. Team Aqua, of course, in the very first couple of weeks did not do the best. They first played against Team Gold, and I believe we're only able to take one game. Actually, they may have been swept by Team Gold in that very first week, so they've been really on the uphill grind, but who knows if they're going to be able to take out the Titan Crushers in Above Region Black.
Definitely, Eli starts it off with a shot off the post, just barely hits the crossbar, and a lot of aggression coming out of Team Black. Another shot so far off the post, and now Miko has time, gets dunked out by Eli, and that shot will finally go in. After an onslaught of pressure, they finally get the goal.
Very solid first goal here from Eli. As we see Miko try to take possession, but he did not get a great first touch on that control. If you are going to try and catch it, especially in threes, you have to make sure that first touch is controlled automatically. And as we saw there, the ball did bounce off his car and left Eli with a perfect chance to challenge.
Now Punj goes for a 50-50, tries to force the ball towards the side of their offense, and now Miko tries to go for another shot, but cannot get it in time. And Shreepy now has the ball. Moves the ball downfield towards a teammate, and it will be Eli. Gets beat by Punj, who moves the ball downfield. And even though we're the, I guess, higher-ranked team in Above Region Black is putting on some pressure, we're still seeing a lot of balls coming in red by Team Aqua, which we want to see that. We don't want to see them just going towards the net and just not going for any of these balls.
Here comes Miko. Miko ends up leaving it. It's going to be Shweepy. Passes the ball out mid. Over to Tunda now. Tunda, generally the man we see step up the most on Above Region Black. He definitely stepped up the most when they got the wins against Team Cyan and Team White. However, we've seen him in the past. They've also gotten 2 of their losses when Tunda just wasn't able to do what he needed to do best, which is taking possession and use those mechanics. So if we can continue to see him using those mechanics, hopefully we see Team Above Region Black continue to step up mechanically.
And a boom from Miko. Tries to push the ball towards an offense. And we'll see Eli just go for a hit downfield. Does get the hit downfield, but cannot follow it up. Too far from him, but we'll still go for it anyways. He gets beat out by Punj. Beats out a second player, but Tund is there. Tries to pass the ball towards Shweepy. Shweepy cannot get a touch in. And still back and forth from both these teams, but I feel like Above Region Black just has their number.
Thunder now into the air, trying to maintain possession. Looks for the flip reset, but he's out of boost, and it's going to be up to Shweepy. Shweepy now trying to take the ball to the backboard. He's going to get blocked up by Punj, and over to Miko now. Miko taking possession, has a ton of time, looks for the shot, it's going to get past one, but Shweepy's going to get back just in the nick of time. Shweepy still trying to maintain possession, going down the field. Looks like all of Above Region Black are in a horizontal line down the field. All it took there was one person getting beat, and they were getting scored on, but they managed to get the touch needed.
Now Shweepy has the ball, tries to pop the ball up, actually beats Punj, and Tun now is there for it, but cannot get the hit on the ball, but Shweepy tries to go for it all, but is actually beat out by his own teammate Tun. And his ball is boomed up to Punj, and Punj tries to get a hit, but it's read by Tun. And Shweepy tries to boom the ball downfield, and actually tries to go for double touch. Cannot get the double touch, but still close chance from him. And Wappy booms the ball downfield too towards his teammate, but gets beat out by Tunda. And a lot of back and forth, a lot of boom ball. We're not seeing really Team Above Region Black do anything, but they are still scoring, and they still have a goal lead.
Eli now trying to maintain possession over the Tunda. Tunda now in a 1v1 here against Wappy's. The ball is rolling, but should be looking for the demo, but Wappy's will still get the challenge. Great job coming in from the substitute mentioned to get not just the 1v1, but the 1v2 there on the defensive side, and Eli will now clear the ball away.
Now Wappy tries to boom the ball downfield. He does have a little bit of time, but is beat out by Tunda, who tries to pass the ball to Shweepy. Pass back from Shweepy to Tunda, and a shot coming out just off the crossbar. Another crossbar shot, and really the accuracy is plaguing this Above Region Black squad.
Team Aqua actually playing really well right now. Team Above Region Black definitely looking like one of those teams that they do really well when they're playing against better mechanical teams. But when it comes to facing against the teams that are more towards the bottom of the scoreboard, they start having struggles. Of course, we do remember Team Blue being one of those teams that beat Above Region Black, but then Above Region Black managed to go on to beat Team Cyan and Team Blue right in the next weeks after that. So it's a very inconsistent team when it comes to facing the bottom teams.
Definitely the inconsistency plaguing them. It could be a matter of pressure. Maybe they don't feel as much pressure playing against the teams lower than them, but men feel pressure playing against the teams, of course, scoreline higher than them. But Punj, an incredible shot, top right corner off the pass from Wappy to tie this game up.
Look at this here from Wappy. Pass it right across. That is such a boomer of a pass, and it's a great job there from Punch. Actually managing to get the read on that pass. Normally, people who are around this rank, they're usually great at passes. They have consistent mechanics, but when it comes to those very, very fast balls, they're not able to get it, but Punch still managed to get back to it and put it in.
And this team really coming to play here. Team Aqua did not, even with the substitute, they are still playing the best of their performance. And Wappy's with another shot, a slow roller in, and Punch will steal it. And the lead coming in, stolen late in game one from Team Black.
Havoc Aqua really showing up on a performance. They've been really grinding, as it looks like. They really want to show that they can be the best team in Havoc. They want to show that they can make it to the top, or at least at very minimum avoid that promotion relegation tournament, because Team Aqua are still close to that bottom part of the bracket. However, right now they're stepping up against one of the teams towards the top, and they might be able to sneak away with game one.
Definitely in a team not many expect to probably make a top 4, top 2 run. We have, of course, Lestic, who is a veteran of Havoc mainly, but we have 2 unproven players in Punj and Miko, so we'll see what they can do, and a win over above Region Black would really cement them as one of the top teams.
Exactly. Now it's going to be over to Wappy's. He's out of boost, but it might be enough to fake out the other team. Ball just has to touch the ground, and Team Aqua win game number 1. Here comes Mikos. Mikos pinches the ball across, still in the air. 0 seconds left on the clock, and Wappy's will look to put it down. It's still in the air, and they will black their own team here with above region. And let's see if they manage to get this series win. Benji, take it away.
We have a pretty incredible air dribble from Sweep. He actually gets to the ground pinch past another one, but Punj, the third man, actually gets a hit and tries to go for another one, but cannot make contact with the ball. But he beats the third defender. Eli tries to save out his team and does, but cannot get the boost, which will slow down the offensive counterattack from them. And Wappy tries to go for a hit towards the corner, gets a pass to Punj, but cannot make contact with the ball. And Punj really being a nuisance to this team above Region Black squad, but a 1v1. And Wappy actually gets a pretty rough 50, but the ball will bounce down. Miko will not get the hit, and no shot just yet from team above Region Black.
Wappy's into the air, trying to look for a redirect, but it has no power, even though it was on target. It's going to be a great demo from Schweepy. He wasn't able to get that double demo, though. Schweepy, he's definitely been the Annihilator. He's definitely the more Arsenal-like player on the above Region Black, where sometimes he just leaves the ball and goes for the demo, and it ends up working out. However, the ball's going to go bounce out middle, and Schweepy's actually going to be the one to put it in this time after a brilliant pass from Tunda.
Tunda putting in work in this corner, gets the 50-50, slows it down, and beats out Wappy's, and Miko was not ready for such a good pass, and the opener for Team Black, or above Region Black.
4 minutes left on the clock. Above Region Black, we're able to get a lead early on in game number 1. However, it's going to be up for them to actually maintain this lead this time, because Team Aqua, they managed to fight back and win it in the very last 30 seconds of the game. So they can definitely hold strong and at least keep it close to where it really matters.
Another 50-50 coming out, and Punj will take possession of the ball. Booms the ball towards the corner, but the ball is met by Eli on the corner. Takes his time, but actually is beat out by Miko, who plays the ball towards the corner. And a little bit of a chaotic thing going on, and Sweepy with a misplay actually hits the ball towards his net, and Punj will capitalize on the misplay.
Punch has every single goal right now for Team Aqua. He has woken up with a fire under his butt today. They did not like losing the last week, and they're stepping up once again to see how well they can do. And right now, they're showing their stuff really well. And now they've tied up the game early on now. Maybe they can get the lead once again.
And Luke, why do you think that this lower ranked team, just most on ranks, can match this above Region Black offense, who are just statistically higher ranked than them?
Right now, it looks like they just have the passion. Right now, they have the grind, and Punch getting a 4th goal of the series for himself. 2nd goal in the game. And right now, it just looks like they have the passion. They have what it takes to really put the ball in the back of the net. Because Team Aqua, even though they have Lefstick with experience in that top 4, being on Team Purple last season, it's definitely a very different dynamic, and they're not even playing with him today. So maybe coming in with a sub is allowing them to really show up and do what they need to do on the offensive side. And defensively, they don't look too bad either.
Definitely, they could catch this above Region Black squad off guard, who maybe not be working as hard, maybe not putting in as many hours as this team, especially Punj, with another shot fired off, but just will hit the post, and with the backflip. Actually, Miko beats both defenders, and another open net, but he can't get Punj back to it. He can get back to it, and Punj now with time on the ball, opts to take his time, go up the wall, but is met by Eli on the wall. Ball pitches towards mid, and a double commit coming out of Team Aqua, but will not right now be a counterattack. But Punj with another shot off the crossbar, and he's going to want that one back, but still, a 2-1 lead coming out for Team Aqua.
Here comes Eli, looks for the pass across to Tunda. Tunda now trying to maintain possession. Tunda looking for the ball, tries to pass the ball mids over to Shweepy. Shweepy looking for his second goal, isn't able to get it. That's going to be a triple commit there from Team Aqua, but they managed to get the ball to the offensive side. Shweepy and Tunda both fake challenge, but it manages to bait Punj in. Tunda now in the 1v1 with Miko is going to set up Shweepy. Shweepy can't get the shot on target though, and Punj will take it away. Look at this possession here from Punj into the air, looking for the ground to air dribble, gets it past one, looks at the flip reset and actually bumps out Shweepy, but Eli should be able to get to this ball and clear it right back.
Punj really showing an MVP level performance coming out of him. He's doing so much for his team, not just getting goals. Of course, he has every single goal for his team, but he has so many possession plays, air dribbles, and so many just nuisances to be a thorn in their side for a team above Region Black.
And he's definitely playing very solid. Last week he did not get the win he wanted, and now he's going to try and do it for his team this week against a team that has been proven against the top teams in Havoc before. If Team Aqua managed to get this win here, then literally this season is anybody's for the taking.
Honestly, Team Aqua really coming out to play here. As you said before, maybe it's just that hard work, that grind that they've been putting in, and it is showing as they are coming to play here. And if they can win this, that'll be a reverse sweep that will have to be pulled off for above Region Black.
Minute and a half left on the clock. They still have time. Shot here from Eli. It's going to be right top left corner. There's the mechanics coming out from Eli. Managed to get the first goal in game number 1 as well. And he manages to tie up the game here for above Region Black. And again, it's Tunda setting up those passes. We said at the very beginning, if above Region Black, when they play against these worst teams, he's the one who keeps them in the game. And it's again Tunda putting the pass right on his teammate's car to bring this to a tie game.
And then Eli really working together to try and match this Team Aqua squads. Their offense and defense is really superb, and really something that we don't really have expectations for them. But they still have game to play, and now Eli tries to go for another touch off the ceiling. Does get the touch off the ceiling, but Wappies will play the ball into his corner, has time. Great possession play from him to know he has to take his time there. And Tunda will beat Wappies to the ball, but Miko now will try and come in, but actually gets beat by Tunda, and a commit coming out of 2 Aqua defenders. But Punj will take his time, actually gets the flip, but cannot reach contact with the ball, and the ball will be played towards the corner. Tunda has time, goes for one hit, actually a block from Miko, and still Team Aqua barely holding on.
The one thing I'm noticing right now from Team Aqua is they have nobody watching the midfield pass, but however, Eli's just going to put the ball right in the back of the net. With 43 seconds left on the clock, above Region Black are going to get the goal. But one thing they are doing that Team Aqua is not doing on the defensive side is after they go for that first man challenge, he rotates front post immediately. We need to see him, after he gets beat, to not go back front post, rotate away from the ball, look for those demos, and we might be able to see them to stop those midfield passes that above Region Black are so good at. Because right now, Team above Region Black are looking warmed up and might be poised to take this game too.
If they can take this game too, that'll reset all the confidence built by Team Aqua over the last 2 games. And we'll see if they can. With 30 seconds left, it is anybody's game right now. But with the lead coming in from above Region Black, they just have to hold on. And Team Aqua still have to try and get this offense, which for the past 2 minutes or so, they've only been on defense. And a double commit coming out of Team Aqua. And another goal for Shweepy. And that is the dagger in the coffin from this game. Is firm in the hands of above Region Black. And the shot difference is superb coming out of above Region Black, who are just outclassing this Team Aqua squad.
Exactly, but now we need to see above Region Black really step up when it matters most. They have to make sure they can keep this consistent going into games 3 and 4. Because if they don't, we know that Team Aqua has the team play to be able to get the wins on the board. Of course, I think everybody can see that above Region Black individually have the better mechanics. However, we gotta see Team Aqua really step up when it matters most. Can they get a consolation goal? Wappies will get his first goal of the game, first goal of the series. Get a consolation goal here at 0 seconds. However, it's going to have to be in game 3 where Team Aqua managed to get a win back.
And I think if above Region Black start playing a little bit more confident, start
play with confidence. If they manage to do that, they definitely can take this series.
If the confidence could be an important factor. We talked about the mental factor earlier, that the grind that has been paying off for Team Aqua, and we'll see if it can pay off for some more without even left stick, which is probably one of their best players, but a dunk coming in from Tun, he scores his goal, and this was just incredible playing from them. Shweepy actually gets to pop up, and Tun is up for this so fast, and gets the dunk off the ceiling and just floats the ball into the net.
There we go. Let's see if we can see above Region Black continue on with this form. Already, though, 16 seconds off the clock, we have a goal. It's going to be up to Team Aqua to try and fight back. However, we've seen them fight back in pretty much every single game so far, and they managed to do it in game number 1 and win it. Maybe we can see it again.
Maybe we can, as a double commit coming out of Team Aqua, but a pass towards Wappies, who passes the ball towards mid. Another hit from Punj, which the ball actually behind him, and Tun has time now, but it actually gets red, and Miko with a shot cannot get the shot any power. and the ball will be cleared out by Eli, who clears the ball towards mid, and actually Sweepy is there, tries to pass the ball to the corner to his teammate Eli, tries to go for a pass back, but no player is there to receive the pass.
Ball announced awkwardly. Miko has the chance to put it in the back of the net. It's going to be wide, and it's going to be Eli trying to maintain possession. Eli tries to get it past one. Couldn't get it past Wappies, though. It's going to be taken away by Tunda. Tunda, full boost, trying to maintain possession here. Looking to go for the solo play. Ends up getting completely dunked on by Punj and sets up Miko. Miko looks for a powerful shot. Eli will get the save, but the pressure is still on for Team Aqua. Here comes Miko. Has an empty net. Can he put it in? Yes, he does. And Team Aqua have a tie game.
Miko, what a redirect from him. Realizes that all defenders are caught off guard by Wappy's hit towards the sidewall, and if he can put this on, he has an open end. Of course, he puts it on. Ton cannot reach the ball in time, and we have a tied game, which really just fighting back from Team Aqua, showing they, even with the goal behind them, they can still play from behind and try and get this win.
Exactly. Now let's see if Team Aqua can continue with this form. They managed to do this exact thing in game number 2, but now we have to see if they can do it once again in game number 3, but this time maintain the lead. Miko has a chance to put it over to the side wall, isn't able to maintain possession, but they are going to dump and chase. Wappy's caught awkward, and Shleepy's going to solo play the ball past 2 people, but Miko likely will be there to clear the ball to the side wall. Miko looks for the read, ends up causing one to miss, but Tunda up the backboard. Eli has a chance to score this, but he is not going to be able to go, and Shleepy goes. But now above Region Black, caught in a very awkward situation. Their third man has just committed heavily for a ball.
The pass coming in from Miko just barely doesn't get it, and Wappy's will miss on the ball, and Eli with a save, but we'll see. Punch now last back. It's 50 feet by a ton. Ball is floating up in the air. 2 players commit, but Miko will get the hit downfield. And Sweepy has time on the ball. Opts to take his time. Gets actually dunked out by Wappies, and the ball is popped up by Ton. Eli also opting to go for it. But now, time with Ton. And a ball popped up for Punch. Punch just barely cannot get the hit, and Miko will go for it as well. Cannot get it on offense either. And just an onslaught of offense. It's finally rewarded with Punch. The goal off the pass from Wappies.
Team Aqua playing super quickly right now. That's not something we're used to seeing out of Team Aqua. Just the speed, the pressure. And one thing that's really allowing them to keep this pressure for so long is where their last man back is positioning. When we look at him, he's playing behind that midfield line facing forward. So whenever the ball gets cleared out, he stops it right at the midfield line and keeps it on the offensive half. If we can see him keep doing that, then Team Aqua are going to continue to keep this pressure going. And right now, we're seeing it start off once again. Punch with the 50-50. Now setting up his teammate here. Tunda trying to maintain possession, but here comes Miko. Miko loses the 50 to Wappies, but Wappies will keep it on the offensive side. Tunda gets bumped out by Wappies. It's very awkward here for a team above Region Black, but they managed to get it the offensive side, managed to get it past 2. Can he pinch it in? No, should be not able to get the goal this time.
And we saw it last game, and we might see it again as a shock win from Ton, but we saw Team Aqua, as soon as they went up with that 2-1 goal line, they started to lose it. They got scored with 2 goals in rapid succession, and they lost that game because of another shot from Eli, and Eli with another goal trying to pull his team through this game. And actually just so much pressure coming in from both these teams, and Miko gets an accidental pass off the backboard, and Eli's there for it either way.
It just looks like whenever Team Aqua are on offense, they're really great at keeping pressure, but once they're on defense, no one's challenging the ball. It's not necessarily that above Region Black have good pressure, it's just that they just, whenever they get to offense, they just need one shot to be able to put it in.
Exactly, that offensive prowess from Eli. He almost shot the ball, just barely hit the crossbar. Crossbar really just not allowing him to score now, and Punch with time actually gets cut out by Miko. Decides to play the ball, gets 50-50 with Shreepy, and Wappy committed his third man, but it works out for them. Ball's bounced towards the corner. Punch will be the first one there, but gets beat out by Shreepy. And a fake coming in from Wappy is maybe accidental, and a 1v1 with Ton. Ton actually goes for a flick, but cannot get it. It's the air flick, and now Punch goes for a pinch. Cannot get the pinch though. And a 2v1 coming out, tries to go for the bump, but the bump cannot be received. And still so much offensive pressure coming in, and a shot almost. But now Wappy has to be the third man. Cannot get the third man hit, and Ton capitalizes on the overextension by the third man.
There we go. It's going to be another goal lead there for above Region Black. Menjin put the ball right in the back of the net, and it's going to be another lead here for above Region Black. This is essentially mirroring exactly what happened in game number 2, where Eli managed to get the tying goal and Tunda puts in the third one. Again, above Region Black stepping up at the end of the game when it matters most, but this time Team Aqua do have a lot more time in the game to try and get this game back to being tied up.
Time is all they need to try and score this goal. Time and will, and they already have the will. They've shown so much fight coming into this game, already taking a game, but they're trying to take the series and more games. And a 50-50 from Miko. A shot from Wappy is trying to come in, but he cannot get the shot. And that was an opportunity he wants to have back at Punch. He has to go for another shot. Actually wide, but can the ball go in? No, it's off the crossbar. Any defenders left for it? No. And Eli tries to pop the ball up.
Looked like there was a chance there for Wappies to be able to get the goal, but instead of turning on the ball and looking for a shot, he went for a bump, but no one on his team apparently knew what he was doing, and they weren't there for support. Now Team Aqua are going to have to restart their offensive pressure. Miko 50s the ball mid. It's going to be taken by Wappies. It's going to be off the backboard. Can he put it mid? No. It's going to be over to Miko. Miko tries to look for the shot. It's going to be wide. 40 seconds left of the clock. Here comes Punch. Punch 50s the ball forward. Now, claps the ball out mid. Looking for the pass mid. Now it's going to be taken over by Wappies. It's still high in the air. Here comes Miko, but two people commit for above region black to get that one out. Now, ball pass Punch. Punch trying to maintain possession, but this time Wappies will clear the ball away.
And a clear from Wappies will open up the offensive pressure, but he immediately hits the ball away towards Eli, who beats the second defender, and the third defender demoed a lot of time, and Wappy cannot get the hit, so another demo coming out of Miko, and another demo coming out of Punch. Two players eliminated, and they have time, but Eli shortens the distance, and now just trying to keep up the pressure, pass a ton, and the ton intercepted by Punch, and just so much pressure coming out from above region black, and this should be the last time if they can score a second goal, but they have to move the ball all the way down the field, and it will not.
Series win, or if Team Aqua can come back to Game 5.
We'll see. Kickoff will be favored in the play of Miko, but Sweepy actually hits the backflip, and the ball will be popped up. Ton actually pre-jumped that off the ceiling. A little bit of confidence coming out of them. They've been not expecting Team Aqua to do much in this game, but they are poised to try and take this to a Game 5. We'll see the pass coming in from Wappies towards Miko, but gets beat out by Eli, who pops the ball up. Now Punch plays the ball towards his teammate Miko, but gets read out by Sweepy, and still, even down games, even down the confidence, they're still playing like they want to win this game.
Wappies puts the ball mid, trying to set up Miko. Miko ends up getting faked out by Tunda. Tunda ends up faking out everybody on the field, not just the other team. Here comes Punch. Punch, we've not seen the offensive striking that we've seen from him in game number 1 and game number 2. But now it's going to be over to above region black. That's going to be past 2 players. All 3 versus 1. It's an empty net. Punch just has to put it in the back of the net. He misses! That was a 3-on-0, and they weren't able to put the ball in the back of the net. Here comes Miko. He looks at the flip reset. Minute left on the clock. Sorry, minute off the clock, and above region black. Scary situation, but they managed to avoid getting scored on.
But Region Black must be praying. That miss was just so unfortunate. They needed that to get back into this game to try and score. Even if they did score, they really... That was the confidence booster for them, and they could not get it. This game is still tied.
Eli puts the ball off the corner. Sweepy looking for the hit and isn't able to get it. Over to Miko. Miko tries to pass it back. Sweepy manages to get in front of it and actually works as a pass to Tunda. Miko, 0 boost, has to go for the clear up field, but his teammate was not able to get to it for the other team. Wappy again on 0 boost. Team Aqua getting a little bit starved on defense, and they think that they have to clear the ball because of it. Punch over the ball to the side, looking for a touch, isn't able to get it past Eli, and Tunda will be the one to clear the ball out.
And the boost lacking for them. They can't make these saves that they're trying to go for. Punch will make that save, but a demo coming in onto Eli, and the field will be opened up, but Sweepy pops the ball up towards one of his teammates, and a side flip coming from Miko will not be punished just yet as Wappy clears the ball downfield, trying to go for a follow-up touch, but is committed, and now Miko last back on defense is a pre-jump from Tun, but cannot reach the ball in time, and a bad hit from Eli, actually a pass to his teammate, who will take the ball towards the upfield.
Sweepy looking for possession, gets the flip reset. It's going to be a double flip reset there from Sweepy. He isn't able to put it in the back of the net. Now over to Miko. Miko over to the side. Now over to Wappy. Wappy's now back over to Sweepy. Sweepy passed the ball mid. It's going to be over to Miko. Miko couldn't get the touch he needs, and it's going to be cleared away by Tunda. Tunda into the air, looking for a pinch out mid. Isn't able to get it. It's over to Sweepy, and it's going to be cleared away, and Eli last on defense, now going to be taking possession. Eli now into the midfield. Pass the ball mid over to Punch. Punch is going to look for the shot. Sweepy trying to maintain possession, but he gets dunked out by Miko. Ball back in the offensive corner here for Team Aqua. Team Aqua starting to pile on the pressure they got early on in games 2 and 3. Now over to Wappy once again. He'll look for the pass mid, and they still maintain pressure, but Tunda will get possession.
Miko 50s it with Tun, who actually plays the ball downfield, trying to take his time. Still no goal yet for either of these teams, so this could be a 0-0 overtime if nobody can score. And a Punch has time, actually avoids the demo, but cannot receive the ball still. And Eli booms the ball downfield. Not on target though, so still time coming out from Wappies. Opts to take his time, but gets dunked out by Eli. Ball plays out towards Miko, now gets the demo. And Shubi has to make a touch. He does make the touch, but ball back in the hands of Miko. Tries to go for a shot. Shot is just off. Passes there, but Eli cuts it off, and the ball is boomed downfield.
Comes Wappy, puts the ball off the side walls. Now can be over to Sweepy. Sweepy gets the bump, and Eli, the man who scored first in game number 1, manages to put the ball in the back of the net. However, when Eli scored first in the past, that's when they normally lose. So maybe they can get the lead this time, close out the series. But Team Aqua, they're a team that loves fighting back.
And a great angle from Eli. Shoots from the corner. Maybe the defender didn't expect it, but still, actually a fake coming in, a double fake. Eli tries to go for the pass, but the pass is off, and a shot. That was Miko's chance, and he misses it. That would have been a great capitalization off the fake.
Sleepy into the air, over to Miko. Miko ends up not forcing the ball high, and it goes right under him. And team above Region Black are going to maintain possession. Ball back out middle. Tunda has a shot. Wappies will get the save. A little bit awkward here. Above Region Black, both in the offensive net. However, Miko now taking possession down the field, looking to get the ball under one. He actually 50s it past one. It's going to be still in the offensive corner. Minute left in the clock. Team Aqua still looking to tie. Over to Sweepy. Sweepy into the air, looking for the air dribble. It's going to be Punch, and Punch forces it low again, but this time he gets the touch needed, and Wappies will maintain possession.
And Wappi's trying to play the ball into his corner anyway. He can a team bump coming in for both team defenders, but Miko cannot reach the ball in time. He actually hits the ball mid towards the teammate. Punch goes for a shot, and Punch hit the ball top left corner to keep his team alive with 51 seconds left. And Miko really didn't get the best of touches here, but it was actually a pass. No player on above Region Black had enough boost to challenge, and the shot was so perfectly placed by Punch.
That's going to be 50 seconds left on the clock, tied 1-1. Benji, games 2 and 3 were mirrors of each other. Maybe we'll see a mirror of game number 1 here with them trying to come back in the last minute to win it. Now, above Region Black gets bumped on their back end. Tunda will try to relieve some pressure, but Sweepy's going to be the one to clear the ball down the field. Wappies once again with a brilliant 1v2 on defense. Ball over to Eli. Eli will get the ball fast one, but Punch once again helping out his team. Over to Sweepy. Now back over to Miko. Miko taking his time. Great possession here from Miko. Flicks it past one. Over to Punch. Punch fakes it, and Miko will put it in. Exact mirror of game number 1, and Team Aqua take the lead.
An insane series as far back and forth. We saw the games 1 and 4 be the same. If this game cannot be tied, and games 2 and 3 the same, we're gonna see two game 5s in 2 series tonight if they can bring this and just hold on for 28 more seconds. But above Region Black are gonna be looking to score and bring this and just keep this game here in game 4.
And something I want to take note of: every single game so far, no matter who wins it, has gone to this scoreline, but that's going to be Eli again with the tying goal. Eli has scored every second goal to tie it up here for above Region Black, and he does it in game 4 when it matters most. This is what Eli does, and he puts it in the back of the net.
Eli, the hero for his team, and brings nothing into something. He absolutely got the pinch of the team and booms the ball down, and he's keeping their hopes alive. Another kickoff goal strongly in the favor of Region Black, and a fake coming in from Tun, but cannot recover the ball in time, and boom downfield towards Miko. Miko cannot make contact with the ball, and a boom actually down the field. This ball can go in, but there's not going to be enough time, and boom, overtime. Game 4, and match point for Region Black, or game 5 for Team Aqua.
Aqua, they're starting to do what above Region Black were doing poorly on in the first couple of games, where they ended up pushing up too far in regards to the third man, but their third man is now safely behind the midfield line. They do not want to get scored on. Let's see, ball bounce out middle. Miko will end up getting a 50-50. The ball bounces out mid, but Punch is not ready for it. This time he will get possession, but Tunda gets bumped. Wappy's into the air, looks for a pass out to the backboard. Punch looking for the redirect, isn't able to get it. Ball will bounce out mid, but Eli will clear the ball away.
And now Sweepy heavily deep in their corner, actually on the wrong side. And now gets bumped out, and Tun goes for the challenge. Actually, ball will be popped up by Miko. Tries to take his time, but it's beat out by Punch. Moves the ball downfield. And a boom as well from Eli. Actually has set up his teammate in a 1v2. Tries to fake one. Cannot get the fake on Miko. And Eli now has time. Gets beat out by Wappies. Actually, Wappies hits the miss. And Eli still has time on the ball. Making a nuisance for his name. And actually gives the time for Tun, but tries to fake the player out, and actually bumps out Punch. Sweepy now just has to put this ball on net, but he cannot. He might be able to take it down in time, but a save from Wappies to keep his team alive in this overtime.
Wappy trying to maintain possession, pops the ball out mid. It's now going to be over to Punch. Punch looks for the shot. It's going to be over to Miko. Miko ends up losing it. That's going to be a Team Aqua, all Aqua situation. It's Tunda in the 1v1. Looks for the flick, looks for the bump, but Wappy's once again in the 1v1 gets the save. He has been in that situation so many times that he's made the save every single time.
Wappy really stepping up on defense, being a nuisance to above Region Black, who just want to score, just want to end this game, but they cannot. They have to get through Wappies first, and Punch now on offense. The offensive powerhouse for his team tries to do it once more. Gets the power slide. Actually a bump. This ball is it in? Is it in? Punch can get back in time actually, but not a very good touch. And Tun goes with a fake. Actually gets another read by Pun, who booms the ball downfield, trying to keep his team alive with no boost though. Tries to keep the ball into the corner, tries to push the ball towards mid. Can get the ball mid actually, but a teammate cannot get there in time and is beat out. But Miko tries to go for a free flip, but the ball will roll on the goal line. Shubi has to get a save, and Shubi cannot get the save. Wabi brings his team to a game 5.
Team Aqua have done it. They managed to do what they couldn't do in the previous games. They managed to get the win. Game number 1, they got the win. Game number 4, they got the win. But ladies and gentlemen, just in order to get this win,
I think above Region Black, you need to contend with, first of all, the aggressive powerhouse that is Punch and the defensive powerhouse that is Wappies. We normally don't see defensive players in Havoc, not very good, not very powerful, but Punch as I'm talking about him, he scores the first goal for his team, but they need to neutralize these players. And Miko, especially with the bump out, I think it might have been on him on the bump, but no, it's Wappy's actually goes for the bump on Eli and just sorts him out, and boom, open net for Punch.
I think this is the first time we've seen Team Aqua this game get the first goal on the board. Every single game so far has been Team Above Region Black scoring first, and then Team Aqua scoring the next 2 goals. Every single game has been that way, so we finally got something new here in game number 5. However, once the team scores the first goal in game number 5, everything starts to change nerve-wise for both teams. Can Team Aqua get the win here, or will Above Region Black continue to fight back?
I'm seeing Above Region Black being a lot more aggressive, trying to force the issue with the mechanics, their higher skill level of play, but they have to work as a team. They have to try and be a team-based, or Team Aqua will just outskill them in team-based wise. So we'll see who can take this win as Punch has played the ball into the corner, tries to go for a pass to Miko in mid, but cannot get it as Eli booms the ball downfield, trying to follow it up, but Miko has time in the corner, leaves it for Wappy's actually, who it actually pops the ball up for Sweepies, who moves the ball on the backboard. Miko no time to take his time, but gets blocked out by Ton, and a lot of aggression coming out of Above Region Black.
We do have to remember that Team Blue, they managed to win their Game 5, not just against Team Green this week, but when they faced Above Region Black, they were one of the few teams that managed to get a win in Above Region Black. So Team Aqua looking to join Team Blue and being a team that can do that. Ball over to Punch. Punch, he's really stepped up massively here for Team Aqua. If Team Aqua get the win, surely he's the MVP caliber performance that we like to see. Ball's back out to the midfield line. It's going to be awkward, but Miko will take possession. Now over to Wappy's. Wappy's clears the ball down the field. It's going to be over to Sweepy. Sweepy will now take possession. Sweepy into the air, looking for a pass out mid. Free flips it over to Eli. Eli couldn't get the tying goal this time. Miko looking to take his time. Tunda in a very awkward situation. He gets beat, but Punch is not going to be able to get a goal on this one. Looks at the pinch mid, but it's still going to be mid. Punch looking to set up his teammate again, but Eli is ready for that one and clears the ball away.
Wappy hits the ball upfield, and Shubi cannot get the best touch, and actually it's beat out by Wappy, who pinches the ball towards the roof, but Ton now has time. Pops the ball straight up, and nobody challenging just yet. Punch now will finally challenge. Hits the ball towards Miko, who actually plays a 50-50 towards mid, and another read by Punch. He takes his time, cuts actually another one, but Eli will be there, but is met by Wappy in the corner, who booms the ball downfield, and lucky spawn for Punch, who keeps the aggression going for Team Aqua.
Sweepy now trying to take possession. It's going to be over to Punch. Punch passes the ball up. It's now going to be now half the game left to go in game number 5. Above Region Black still yet to get a goal. Wappy's ends up passing it off the sidewall. It's going to be a chance here for Sweepy. Puts it on target, but it's going to be cleared off to the side. Wappy's tries to get a touch. Isn't able to do so, and Eli will clear it off the backboard. Ball out from Tunda. It's off the crossbar. Isn't able to get back to it. Over to Sweepy. Isn't able to get back to it. And Tunda will now take the ball away.
And that was a very good chance for Above Region Black. And their accuracy has been so good during this series, but they couldn't score that one, especially when they need it the most. And Eli tries to force the ball towards mid. No teammate is there for it just yet. And a demo from Punch opens up the field. And a fake from Miko. An incredible fake from him. Tries to force the ball downfield. It gets a 50-50. And Sweepy now will have ball. Has boost on the wall. See what he can do with it. Gets the flip past one. Tries to keep going for a 50-50. Gets the 50-50, but it's just off the nets. And still, so much aggression and so little rewarded for the Team Above Region Black squad.
As time wanes, as you can tell from as what Benji just said, the aggression is only increasing as time wanes. But now, minute and a half is nearing and approaching, and Above Region Black still yet to get their first goal. Now bounces out mid. The third man is now full on committing for Above Region Black, but Eli will fall on the ball and keep the ball on the offensive side. If Eli did not get the touch, they were down by 2, but we're still within 1. Tunda off the backboard. Ball from Eli. Looks at the tying goal. It's over to Sweepy, and it will go in the back of the net. A minute and a half left on the clock, and we got a tied game.
Finally, their aggression is rewarded off of so many shots. Eli with one to shoot this one, just barely not top corner, and Sweepy the easiest goal of the series so far, and he finally gets it. And with 1 minute 32 left, anything can happen. We still have plenty of time left, and if we go to overtime, that would be incredible.
Remember, Team Aqua, they're playing with the sub right now. They just got to keep that confidence. They got to realize that, hey, it doesn't matter if we lose this series. We aren't expected to win this series. Just keep building up that confidence. Punch over to Miko. Loses the 50-50s. Now over to Sweepy. Over to Eli. Now Eli looking for a go-ahead goal. It's going to be missed with a shot there by Sweepy. Over to Punch. Punch is backwards. Half flips into position. Great possessive play here from Punch. Off the corner. Pinches the ball mid. Now ball bounces out middle. It's not going to be on target. Minute left on the clock. Still tied game. But the ball will pinch out middle. And Sweepy will clear it away.
Sweepy now in the air dribble, tries to go for the flip set. Don't know if he got the flipper set, but Miko got him off either way. And ball now pop up for Ton. 2/3 of the net now. Ball boom downfield to Punch. Ball popped up now. Sweepy's first one to be out there, but Miko gets to get a beat on him, and Eli now has time. Taking the ball in his corner. Actually, Miko trying to get bumped, but actually the fake out coming in from Eli, but will not fake out Miko. And now Ton has the boost, is on the wall, opts for the pass actually, and is beat out by Wappy. And Punch now pops the ball up, trying to go for a follow-up, but will run out of boost. and still trying to be a nuisance. And Nico cannot get to the ball, but the ball is hit towards mid. Eli has a lot of time, tries to boom the ball towards his teammate on the backboard, but nothing there for Above Region Black.
Punch clears the ball down the field. This is looking like one of the best series we've seen all season. Miko looks at the shot. It's off the post. Follow from Wappies, and the substitute puts it in. 18 seconds left. Team Aqua 18 seconds away from winning.
There's any time to deliver now. It's Miko and Wappies, and the demo from Punch. Full team plays. 18 seconds left. A go-ahead goal from Team Aqua, and they're looking poised to take this series. And an upset it would be for them.
18 seconds left. Can they do it? That's going to be a fake kickoff from Above Region Black. Right possessive play here, right off the start. Now, ball's going to get cleared down the field. Over to Miko. Miko clears the ball forward. It's going to be taken away by Punch. Punch is just being a nuisance. Back over to Miko. Miko off the backboard. Follow up now from Eli. Eli isn't able to get back to the ball. Back over to Punch. He pops it up into the air. Ball back to Punch. Ball bounce out middle. If it touches the ground, the game is over. And Team Aqua